Buffmetal back with another video on the topic of today's rant. The mental effects of sitting around listening to brutal death metal and gore grind all day long. What is going on, guys? Yeah, we got a good video today. I've been sitting here in the house just listening to music all day long, and we are going to talk about that music. It's pretty much all brutal death metal. We get some gore grind in there, but I'm very excited to talk about all this stuff. Before I get into it, we got to shout out our man, Robert Green, for sending me this right here, man. He sent me a friggin' sick Abysmal Lord show from a show he was at in Florida. Obviously, I would have gone if I could. And he also sent me this Hellwitch album. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, man, but and I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm very excited to. So I wanted to say thank you to Rob. Rob has become a really good friend of mine, and I appreciate him watching the channel. My favorite part of the whole thing he sent, nice little note, too. You know what I'm saying? Just describing the stuff. It's not an I love you kind of thing yet, you know? But anyways, shout out Rob, dude. I appreciate this stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I've been sitting around listening to brutal death metal pretty much all day, and some gore grind stuff. And the first band I wanted to talk about, because we have a massive stack here of pretty much records and CDs. Yeah, you know, we're gonna talk about all of them. Let's just rip right through the crap, you know. Let's get right to the point. First off, I was listening to this last night as well as one more time this morning. I gotta recommend it if you watch the live stream, you know, so I'm gonna keep this quick. Torsion, man, Ghoulish Dave's demo, Hell's Bell. Go check this out. It's on YouTube. It's killing it. It's freaking killer, dude. Everyone on the live stream last night was having a blast listening to this. So go check this out. If you can get a copy on Bandcamp, go do it. Ghoulish Dave is the man. I hope he's doing all right. I know he fell in some tough times because I guess the weather was crazy up there in Indiana where he's from. And, you know, I guess the community wasn't doing too hot. So shout out to them. Hope they're, you know, still doing as good as they can. But next up, we got a classic, an in-house, you know, like if you were at Dead by Dog, you saw these guys. And I got to say, I was a fan of them before Dead by Dog, but it's just a band that every day grows on me more and more. I'm trying to get a sticker off this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Regardless, Eat the Decay, man. I've been cranking Nefarious Means so much, just at home when I throw the CD on or when I'm at the gym or at work. Just it's incredible, dude. This is some of the best gore grindcore. You know, it's very much in the vein of early Exhumed. So if you haven't listened to this, man, go check it out. It's absolutely killer. I mean, I don't know much grind and gore grind stuff, so I'm not even almost sure exactly what to compare it to. I feel like even calling it early Exhumed worship is wrong. It's really its own thing. Not that I'm an expert, but look at how sick this CD is too. The vinyl is coming out soon, and yeah, man, this'll make your head spin, dude. These riffs on here. Again, we listened to this on the live stream last night and had a blast. So if you want to hear you know, people's reaction to it, go check that video out. But Eat the Decay, Nefarious Means, and while we're talking about them, actually, did I show the CD? I don't even remember. I'm really obsessed with that. Look at that, man. They did such a good job with this. That is how you do a damn disc. You know, regardless. The one other thing I wanted to show by this band, I actually haven't played yet today, but I'm going to. This is one of the records I'm going to, you know, I got on queue. I like to keep a little queue of records, you know. Yeah, man, I will say this is some of my favorite material from them. Not that there's anything besides this or the, you know, what I just showed you, Nefarious Means, but the split with Sick Sinus Syndrome. Man, dude, this is good stuff, man. This is really good. I know they got some copies at Hell's right now, man. Don't miss out on the chance to snag this, dude. Again, Eat the Decay just kills this crap. It's cool at the end of the record by the time you get to the end. I don't know how they did it, and I'm surprised other bands haven't done this. Unless I have some kind of crazy, you know, fucked up record or something like that where it's skipping on its own. But when you get to the end, I mean, I assume they did this on purpose. When you get to the end of this album on the Eat the Decay side, there's a scream that just like continues on loop. Very cool touch, and it's a nice like harrowing. Yeah, you'll have to just listen to it and let me know, man. This is really cool. But I don't need to tell you that. I'm sure you were ahead of the curve. Regardless, man. Yeah, dude, this is all I've been listening to today is the heavy shit. I don't know what it is, man. Every once in a while, I just like I'll flip flop. It's funny because yesterday, man, I was listening to some black metal and really feeling that. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I made that video about sitting around listening to raw black metal, and it's funny. Just a couple days later, I'm in a completely different vibe, back on the BDM, and I wanted to talk about this record next because, man, it's just unreal. It really is like a 10. I just listened to the whole thing not too long ago. But let's see. Mortal Decay's Sickening Erotic, dude. Oh my God, man. It really is just truly one of the greatest, not just death metal albums, not just brutal death metal albums, but one of the greatest albums of all time. And I'll tell you, this is some of the funnest music you will ever listen to. The riffs. Man, I got to tell you, let me put this down, my favorite tracks on here, because I feel like every time I've listened to it, I've gotten something else out of it. It's one of those really dense albums, but side C with Opening the Graves and Colombian Necktie might be some of the craziest songwriting I've ever heard, hands down, in anything. I used to think Sickening Erotic, Fanaticism, like the title track, was my favorite. It's up there, just along with Decomposed with Nitric Acid. It's just perfect. And then, of course, the closer, Rejoice and Moribund, is just phenomenal, man. It was a transformative experience sitting here listening to it. And so the point of this video title is kind of exactly that, is that you get so much out of your records when you just sit here and listen. It's funny, dude. They're just as cinematic as movies can be. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to describe, but like if you just sit there, close your eyes, and give your full attention to the music, turn your brain off a bit. It's like a little bit of death metal meditation, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's good shit. You getting your in the zone, or whatever. You get your zen going, kind of resets your dopamine, I feel like. I was thinking that when I was sitting there today spinning these. Don't worry, I'm going to get to more, but I was like, man, you could be pawn this off as like death metal dopamine detox, quadruple D. I think it's a useful method, You could make that argument about just sitting around spinning records in general, is that it's a good way to, if you sit and you pay attention, to kind of bring yourself into a little bit of Zen state. Now, what says Zen state better than this? Mental Funeral, baby. Yeah, it's funny. I know this isn't brutal death metal or gore grind, but whatever, dude. My rules aren't too strict over here. Regardless, man. You know why this was just hitting like magic? I was listening to this today again, just sitting here in Zen mode. It's like this is one of the first death metal albums I ever bought. And my copy's, probably 7 or 8 years old, maybe older, maybe 8 or 9. I'm not even sure how old this bitch is. But the point is it's definitely got some wear and tear. When I first got records, I did not take care of them the way I do now, just because I was young and drunk, you know what I mean? I'd come home late at night, there are these bitches on the turntable in my house as a kid and get yelled at by my mom. But regardless, yeah, I didn't treat them with total respect. But this album, man, for some reason, the oldness and like the dust that's stuck in it and all the little textures that it's built over the years, paired with how clear it sounds and how great of a pressing it is, like, I mean, it's just peaceful. It's nothing like crazy, but I don't know. It's just a magical listen. It really is. It's not even my favorite, OSDM record by any stretch. I'm not like a super Autopsy guy, but this has to be one of my favorite records to sit here and spin. And the atmosphere is so thick, so simple, brutal, barbaric, thick, that bass, it's just, I don't know. It's a magic record, man. So yeah, dude, you need a little dopamine detox. Sit there, throw on fucking Mental Funeral and have a blast. Because I certainly did. Now, again, the other record I listened to today, I also listened to in the last video, so I won't talk about it too much. I'll just flash it quick. Keeps getting quick flashes. Deeds of Flesh. I said that same because I busted this out in the raw black metal video. I was like, I'm just gonna bust it out quick to. Because I was listening to this too, but same thing here where, yeah, I listened to this again today, And dude, Summarily Killed might be my favorite track on here. But goddamn, yeah, dude, it's just killer. It's a fun, awesome listen, dude. And I think that's what I'm starting to appreciate about, BDM, dude, is that if you just sit there, sit with the riffs, hang out, you know what I'm saying? Let them speak to you. The technicality, it's infinitely replayable, re-listenable, and like loaded so densely with detail that like, man, you could listen to these records 10, 20 times and still hear stuff new. And I don't know, it's just it's so good, dude. It's so good. And I've been having a blast is the point, with BDM. The last band I wanted to shout out quick too, because this will be going on in a second. I don't know if I've talked about them. I might be. This is going to be the next play, probably. Deaden. Dude, Deaden freaking rules, man. Again, this is very much in that musically gifted kind of, BDM, brutal death metal. Feast on the Flesh of the Dead. I'm pretty sure this is like, I don't think it's demos, but I don't know. Regardless, I was so wary to buy this because Corpse Gristle, sorry, like I don't like talking shit, but I've kind of been burned by some of their presses before, but this one also had Burning Dogma records attached to it, so I was like, oh, maybe it'll be all right. And lo and behold, it's great. It's a great pressing. It sounds awesome, and I might now get the Disgorge Chronic Corpora Infest from them because this one sounds so good. But regardless, man, yeah, not much to say about it because I haven't spun it in a couple of weeks, but I'm excited to in a moment. Deaden is just one of those bands, dude, just they cannot be recreated. Vaughn Young, shout out to him and everything he's been a part of, man. That dude has had a hand in so many different classic brutal death metal albums, and it really is incredible the work he's put in. That's it. Thank you for watching. Go Zen mode, throw on your records, tune in, and drop out, the old Tim Leary saying, fucking death metal hippies over here.